If you want to increase your chances of being noticed by a VTuber without spending money, then you should choose a VTuber that has really high interactivity with their audience. Oftentimes, these will be mid-sized to smaller VTubers. However, there are some big VTubers like Takanashi Kiara that really make a concerted effort to pay attention to their audience and basically monitor everything they do. Another thing you can do is make something really awesome for them, like you can make them fan art or videos or cover songs, but of course these methods require a lot of your time, and they may not be feasible for everyone depending upon your skill set. So if you want to interact with VTubers in an easier way without spending money, what are you supposed to do? First of all, go on to twitter.com and make a Twitter account. As of right now, Twitter has not yet imploded upon itself, and it's pretty much essential if you want to interact significantly with the VTuber community. So for big VTubers, your best method is really just to be a consistent and hardcore part of their community. And by that I mean like respond to all of their posts, make memes about them, go in chat, talk in pre-chat. A lot of VTubers do talk in their pre-chat and they notice your messages that way. If you really care about interacting with a large VTuber, this is pretty much the necessary method because there are so many people that want to interact with them and they just simply don't have the time to respond to everybody. So these large VTubers generally are going to focus on their most hardcore fans. So what if you don't care about being noticed by a large VTuber and you just want to be noticed by VTubers in general? There's basically two types of comments that I see on Twitter posts very often. These are either very generic or really creepy, and you don't want to fall into either of these two categories because if you do, a VTuber is going to be much less likely to respond to you. So instead of being really generic or really creepy, what can you do to increase your chances of being responded to? Well, you can be ultra super cringe like I am, and you can use wit wordplay to pique their interest. Or you can respond in an otherwise interesting way that doesn't encompass the type of comments that they get every single day. Now you might say, waifu theory, that's way too cringe, I'm not gonna do that. You can do that because you have a character that's a demon, and you're just cringe in general. I would say you're right, except this actually tends to work pretty well. Sometimes a VTuber will post an upsetting story or a serious story that they want people to read and pay attention to, and in that case you're not going to want to crack a joke or make a meme or just be really rude about it. Instead, what you're going to want to do is respond with a genuine and serious reply. So to recap, what you're going to want to do is comment something interesting, put a lot of thought into your tweet, and comment something genuine and respectful. Know when it's appropriate to joke and make a witty tweet, and know when it's appropriate to make a serious tweet responding to someone's story. And you're like, oh, waifu theory, these mid-sized influencers, they probably know who you are, and that's why it's so easy for you to communicate with them. Well, that is not the case at all. I have 3,000 subscribers, and while that may seem like a lot to some of you, it's actually really, really small in the grand scheme of things. And for small VTubers, under 30 or 20 viewers, pretty much all you have to do is show up to their streams and you can chat with them there. This also does help a lot for mid-sized VTubers, but it's still not a guarantee of being noticed because partner level VTubers, at that point it starts to become more difficult for them to pick out audience members that have just joined the chat. But for small VTubers, every follow and every new member of the audience is important. So if you really want to just interact with a VTuber, I really recommend checking out smaller VTubers and just going onto their chat and having a chat with them.